Oh no. Okay. I think I've seen this guy before, and in this one, again, he's right-handed, and he goes with all his force to hit this person. Wow, he's loading that arm. He's coming. The way it's lined up, I get the impression it does hit this person on this side of the head, parietal lobe, the temporal lobe, right side of this person. Wow, in that case, the skull, the brain would be pushed towards the left, ricochet back and forth at least once or twice, maybe a little bit up, a little bit forward. The good thing is that inside the skull, the brain is covered by a bag, and it sits within water. But even so, this person immediately falls, collapses, and a couple seconds after that, not much, a second or two, this person is able to starts to move. So I'm not going to say the injury is less. This person starts to put themselves together to get up, and the attacker continues walking by. No apparent emotion I can see from the attacker. Man, this is something serious. If this is the same attacker, he needs to get off the streets. If he's on drugs, he needs to come off of drugs. I guess this is a person that should be medicated or within an institution, which unfortunately we don't really have mental health institutions in this country that can hospitalize a patient like this. I mean, I understand in our capital city, they be put up for about 2 weeks getting medications, and afterwards they have to be released. And most times they get a monthly injectable medication once the public health system knows about them, if it's a mental case, which will not stop them from not appearing for their injection, or if they're consuming certain substances they shouldn't, like drugs, they will continue doing that, and that's going to destabilize them more. Now, coming to the person who was attacked, the video is cut short, and just that the person is starting to get up on their fours, and that's where it cuts off and it starts to repeat itself. But again, this person could have some serious injuries going forward, and which might not just be a headache. It might be afterwards that there's always a certain uncomfortable feeling on this side of the head where the blow was, or also issues that start to show up with their memory or their emotions, especially. But it all depends what type of damage happened in the brain. I mean, like I've said before on other occasions, sometimes injuries don't show up immediately. It takes a while for it to show up. The older you are as the victim, right? And the fact that as we get older in life, our brain has a tendency to shrink. It's called brain atrophy. So if there's a violent shake to it, like with a blow, bridging veins, like these ones I have here on my skin, the equivalent that go between the skin here and the scalp, passing through the skull onto the surface of the brain with a blow like this or the fall, they can break, and a person can have a slow bleed that gathers over days, weeks, months, and down the road, the person can have what is called a subdural hematoma, and they could end up needing surgery. I really hope this is not the case with this person. And if you're a friend or a family member of this person, keep insisting with your doctors to get the proper medical care.